What do you think when you hear the term evidence? Most of the time we think that evidence is something which is seen. But it's not just about that. Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in the series of Evidence Act, we were discussing all about chapter 2, which is about relevancy of facts, covering from section 5 to 55U. And here in this video, I am going to give all focus on section 14, which discusses about facts showing existence of state of mind or body or bodily feeling. Now when it comes to state of mind, can it be seen? Or the bodily feeling, can it be seen? Now they are the questions and they are beautifully dealt under section 14. We are going to understand the section. I have a lot of case laws and the act has a lot of illustration. That way this becomes a comprehensive video and I am not taking any of your time. Let's get into the first slide. The title of section 14 is Facts Showing Existence of State of Mind or of Body or Bodily Feeling. It says facts showing the existence of any state of mind such as intention, knowledge, good faith, negligence, rashness, ill will or goodwill towards any particular person, or showing the existence of any state of body or bodily feeling are relevant when the existence of any such state of mind or body or bodily feeling is in issue or relevant. Now that's how the section is structured. If any state of mind becomes a fact in issue or a relevant fact, and if such state of mind is any of those 7 which is very clearly expressed in the act, then they are considered as relevant for that particular facts in issue or a relevant fact. Now what are the different state of mind they have mentioned here? They have mentioned intention, knowledge, good faith, negligence, rashness, ill will, goodwill. Now if you see, there are 3 negative words like negligence, rashness or ill will, and then 2 positive terms, that is good faith and goodwill, and 2 other things which can be positive also or negative based on the way we use it, that is intention and knowledge. If among any of these 7 state of mind, if we are using towards any particular person, or if the existence of such intention is proved as a part of facts in issue or relevant fact, in that case that also becomes an evidence, or it is important to see that as an evidence. That is what here discussed. Along with that, they are also discussing about state of body or bodily feeling. Now what is state of body or bodily feeling? Now when somebody is poisoned, they are not feeling good. Their body is not according to the general health of theirs, so that is one of the bodily feeling, or health is one of the bodily feeling. Or if somebody got too much hurt, they are feeling pain, that is also bodily feeling. These are the state of body or bodily feeling which are referred in the section 14. Then comes 2 explanations. The first one is focusing on specific state of mind. The second one is on previous conviction. Now when we are discussing about the state of mind, we cannot consider any state of mind which is generally available. We have to look for those state of mind which is specific for that particular case. It says a fact relevant as showing the existence of a relevant state of mind must show that the state of mind exists not generally but in reference to the particular matter in question. That is why I have given in bold that term specific state of mind. Now that should be available. That is very important thing that we need to understand here. And then in explanation 2, but where upon the trial of a person accused of an offense, the previous commission by the accused of an offense is relevant within the meaning of this section, the previous conviction of such person shall also be relevant fact. Now if there were any previous conviction, then that has weightage as per section 14. Now what happens with section 54? Now there is a conflict. I am going to discuss a little bit more on this in my next slide with a case law, but for now you need to understand the state of mind or the body or bodily feeling. State of mind or the state of body or the bodily feeling. All of them are very relevant when it comes to the facts in issue or relevant fact. That is what you need to remember. With that, I am moving to the case law straight away. Then I am moving to a lot of illustrations which are given in the act. I have 4 case laws, and the first case law is a case law which is on explanation 1. Now what is explanation 1? It says there should be specific state of mind available to consider that as an intention. Otherwise it cannot be. Now in the case of R versus Prabhudas, that is what happened. Here the accused was doing forgery of promissory notes, and when checked it was his regular activity. He was doing that on routine basis, and it was held that this is not a specific state of mind, and that is why it cannot be considered as relevant under section 14. That is what held here. The second case law, that is Emperor versus Alumia Hussain. What happened here? There was a guy who got repeatedly caught under Bombay Prevention of Gambling Act, and here in this incident he got caught again for having a common gaming house in his home. Now he got arrested and convicted because several other times he got caught for the same and he got convicted. Now there is one important thing that you need to remember is there is a slight clash between section 14 and 54. Section 54 says previous bad character not relevant. Now what happened here? They have not convicted him just based on his previous bad character. They have a fresh evidence here. They have got a gaming house with the accused. Now that is a very thin line we have to observe. It is not just that based on his previous character they are convicting. No, they have a fresh evidence, and after having that fresh evidence they are going with previous accusation. That is what you need to remember. That is what makes difference between section 14 and 54. The third case law is very interesting. That is Emperor versus Wahiddin Hamiddin. Here what happened? There was a person who had the tendency of doing theft. Now such intention was available with him. Now if you find any theft goods with him, now based on the previous conviction, again you can come to a conclusion that he might have committed one more theft. But that state of mind or that intention of his cannot be matched with a crime of dacoity or conspiracy of dacoity, because these two are two different offenses. One state of mind or one intention cannot be matched with another intention. That is what we need to understand from this case law. The last case law, that is Orson versus Kenyard, is one of the best case law for state of body or bodily feeling or intention, ill will, good faith, etc. This is one of the classical case. Here what happens? There was a husband and wife, and husband goes and buys an insurance in the name of wife, and after taking insurance within few days wife dies. Now husband was about to claim the insurance, and then comes an evidence in the form of a third person who had earlier met his wife, and in that conversation wife has told to that person who has given evidence that she was not keeping well. That is her state of body, or she was not keeping good health. That was the bodily feeling she had. But then what was the intention of husband and wife here? They knew that she is going to die soon, but she had good faith for her husband. In that good faith, she has taken an insurance that by she dying, he will get benefited in the form of insurance, and that is the ill will they both had against the insurance company. Now you can see all of them in just one case law. And this is quite similar to illustration M, which we are going to see, and there are a lot of illustrations. I will choose few and explain, but all the illustrations are available in my future slides. Whatever I explain, you can understand them. The rest of the things, please take screenshot and go through. All the illustrations are easy, but to save time, I'm not going to touch all the illustrations. In the first illustration, there is an accused of stolen goods, and when they are checking, they are finding more stolen goods. That is very clear that he has the habit of stealing. Now that's very clear with the way of such evidence, because he had possession of lot of stolen goods. That's about the first illustration. The second illustration is on counterfeit coin. Imagine you are giving 100 rupees fake note to a shopkeeper. Now, if they come and check your purse, you have several other counterfeit notes, and if they are coming to your home and check if you have bundle of such counterfeit notes, what happens? That is very clear that you are doing something wrong. That is what happened in the second illustration. So that is the very clear status of mind, which shows that he knew, he had the knowledge, and he had the intention of passing it. That is about second illustration. In the third illustration, there is a person by name A who sues B for the damage done by his dog. Now B had a furious dog which already had bitten X, Y and Z, and now it has bitten A. Now B is aware. B has the knowledge that his dog is ferocious. Even then, he has not taken care. Now, such knowledge is a relevant fact, and with that, I am moving to next slide. Let's see illustration E, which is a beautiful case of defamation. There are two persons, one Mr. A and the other one is B. Now, the background is they already had a fight few days back, and after that A is putting a defaming article about B, and when checked he had already done such publications earlier also. Now this shows the ill will of Mr. A towards B, and that is a relevant fact. With that, I am moving on to next slide. Let's look at the case law or illustration J. Now here what happens, A is charged with sending threatening letters to B. Now he has earlier also sent lot of threatening letters. That shows the intention of the letters. That is what is illustration J. With that, let's move on. We have discussed lot of illustrations on status of mind. Let us pick one last illustration on status of body or the bodily feeling. This is one of the important relevant fact, especially in the case of poisoning. There is one illustration on the same, that is illustration L, where the question is whether A's death was caused by poison or not. Now here the statements made by A during his illness as to his symptoms are relevant facts, and M is also quite related to body, which discusses about health. With that, I am concluding this presentation. As the lecture has already gone lengthy, I have not discussed all the illustration. I hope whatever case laws and illustrations that I have discussed gives sufficient idea about the status of mind, body and bodily feeling. Thank you so much for subscribing my channel. Please like, share and comment my videos. All the very best for whatsoever purpose you are referring my channel, and thanks again.